Look. Oh, you guys, it's been a minute. It's been about 6 days since I posted a video. I'm sorry. I just wanted to check in with you guys. I just wanted to share my thoughts and my commentary. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate anyone who watches the videos. Please drop a like and a sub. It means so much to us, and it helps so many YouTube creators. So just, a sub is nothing. It's nothing. Just go ahead and hit that button real quick. We're here, you guys. I mean, we've known it. Silk Cope it's officially over. It's been done. It is a great state we're in right now. It's a great place to be in because I feel like the community is just back feeling good. There's some doubters out there, but they've always been there and there always will be there, and they are going to be the ones that aren't happy with the game anyway. So it doesn't matter. We know we're close. And why do we know we're close? Because they have basically told us, there is, there's a lot I haven't talked about. There is, there was the whole Switch 2 exclusive thing, which was never going to be a thing. You know what I mean? I was never worried about Switch 1 not getting Silksong, but, thankfully left clarified. There's also the Game World exhibit in Australia, which is, God, I'm not even going to lie. I might try to find a way to go. I might have to try to find a way to go because it seems like such an amazing exhibit, and I'd love to see, especially if there's anything if they do half of what they did for their Hollow Knight exhibit there, I would just love to see that. I would love to see so much of this behind the scenes stuff of Silksong, especially if we have the game at that point, which we will. We know we will at this point. We know by September 18th we will have the game. But I'm a believer in way sooner. I think we're getting it a lot sooner, right? And that's really, I guess the main point of this video, besides just catching up with y'all. But there's a lot of stuff going out right now. There was a Reddit post a few days ago about someone in the industry, like a journalist or an influencer per se, having a new updated demo of Silksong. Now, I really don't, it's hard to believe that. I really don't think that they're sending out demos, like that wouldn't make sense. That would not make sense of them to do this wait. But if they do want to do a real press run, you know what I mean? They want to have some people aware. They want to have some people playing their game. They want to have certain, marketing and stuff to go out day of the game. So people are going to have had the game if they would like that approach to it, which is approach that most games go through. There's a period, and now Leth said a long time ago, IGN, probably isn't getting a copy. Now, he didn't say for sure. He said, oh, you're assuming IGN will get a copy. But look, that was a very cheeky thing, and Leth is very cheeky, and he has been. And after the cake incident, what can we believe from these guys? They are going to redirect us if they need to. They redirected us from April 2nd. We cracked that immediately, as the Silksong community does, except for the Game World thing. That took a while, but they cracked it immediately, and it was pretended like it was a nothing burger. I'm not, that's my most upset point in Silksong history is the nothing burger situation. I'm just kidding. It's not even a bad situation, but we can't believe anything they say at all. We can't believe anything. So as big of a game as Silksong is and is gonna be, I still think that there's a chance that it's gonna go through its typical press stages. I think we're so close. We're getting so much news now that it's just telling. It's very telling. It shows that things are starting to slip through a lot more lately, and I think that right now Silksong is the industry's best kept secret. I think a lot of people know about Silksong when it's coming. I think I think there is a, I don't know, I'm kind of going back and forth, but I do think that there is a chance that people are aware that Team Cherry has been gearing up and talking to more people, and they're ready. I hope that means that we also see physicals close to launch, but I don't know. But regardless, you guys, my last thing I want to talk about is just, let's go back to the Nintendo Switch Direct, right? And this goes down to a comment. I'm going to try to put the comment up here and put the person who, we spoke about this. But, it made a lot of sense to me reading it. And we were talking about why Nintendo Switch 2 Direct would put 2025. And, my belief is that we got a busy year ahead of us of games. We got a lot of stuff coming up. So after June just doesn't seem right to me. Even during June doesn't seem right to me. That's why I really think it's going to be a May release. I do think it's going to be a May release. And they said 2025 in the Switch 2 Direct, which obviously you think, okay, it's coming later. It's not coming, and it's not a launch game. They haven't confirmed it to be a launch game. But say they are dropping it earlier. Let's just hypothetically go into that realm for a second. Just bear with me. Say they are dropping it earlier. For them to be in the Switch 2 Direct and to be dropping May 1st, April 29th? I don't know. For them to be dropping around then, wouldn't it make sense for them to be in a Direct and have a date announced at that Direct? Now, we just got our Triple I initiative today, and there was no Silksong. So this would have been a great opportunity for them to do the release date. It would have been so cool for them to show up at this indie showcase that actually was really good and started off with Neverway, the game I've been trying to see for a while. I'm so happy they finally showed a trailer for that. But yeah, it just, this was our last big showcase. I don't know if we're getting a showcase before June. Who knows? Maybe PlayStation does something and they just randomly finish it off. They do Xbox, Nintendo, and then do a big PlayStation showcase. That'd be a great way to, hit the big three, and do it all. But it makes sense that they didn't want to give a date if they potentially, or that they didn't want to, say the date at the Switch 2 Direct if they potentially have a date before then. So now it gives room for them to put it out before them and still be a launch game. Now, you'd think, oh, maybe they would just want to say they're a launch game on the Switch 2 Direct, but that would cause a lot of frenzy. And it'd be great. It'd be cool. But I don't know, you guys. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that, I know most people are probably thinking June, and that's great. I think Xbox is for sure going to show us Silksong at their next showcase, no matter what. Whether it's announced before, Xbox is showing it. So, I don't know. But I just wanted to catch up with you guys, make a video. I haven't, I've been kind of just staying to the side, just kind of just trying to feel things out, wait for more information, Yeah, I guess the Kickstarter thing happened as well, which, it wasn't anything to me personally. They didn't really tell us anything. We've always known about the survey, so it was just a reassurance. And now the Steam thing, that could be something, but I don't know. I want to believe it, but I don't want to be wrong. Who knows? Hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope we have a game to play soon. Thank you all. Have a good one. Bye.